will be the one they'll finally agree to publish. I am the only French and Italian teacher at Greybridge Hall, have been for the last 10 years. When they decided to introduce Italian for the younger years, as well as the older students, I did suggest that perhaps now it would be time to look at hiring someone else. But Miss Greybridge, the eponymous head, and third of that name to have held the position, reminded me that the school's ethos was personal and continuous care for every girl, which didn't really make sense as a rebuttal, but which I knew was shorthand for no, and which she knew, because of certain circumstances under which I assumed my position in the first place, I wouldn't argue with. Not that I don't enjoy teaching, sometimes. Shaping young minds and all that seems like it should be a worthy cause. When I was younger, much younger, I imagined maybe I would do a PhD, become a professor. I also thought about diplomatic service, travelling the world as a translator. Journalism, maybe. Why not? Instead, I sit through mock orals on topics as groundbreaking as food and eating out, cinema and TV, and my family. My rumbling stomach is the first signal I have that evening is approaching, and when I tear myself away from my laptop screen to look at the darkening sky, I decide to ditch my planned route around in the fridge and be sociable instead. Wednesday is quiz night at the pub near school. A group of teachers go every week. The little thrill they get as their cerebral cortexes light up with a correct answer, just about making up for a day spent asking the girls to kindly not look at their Apple Watches until break, and maybe not take their makeup out of their Marc Jacobs backpacks until class is over, just this once. I close down my laptop and do a brisk tidy of the room before slipping on my coat and scarf, and am just about to slide my phone into my rucksack when an alert catches my eye. Specifically, a name, bouncing out of the BBC News push notification, one I have avoided all thought of for a long while, as much out of circumstance as necessity. Sebastian Hale. I freeze in the doorway, phone clutched in my hand as preciously as though it were the Rosetta Stone, and look again, not quite believing I saw it right, presuming perhaps it was just wishful thinking, a long hour of screen staring playing tricks on my eyes that could have conjured his name before me. But there it is, that name, those 5 syllables, the 6 vowels and 7 consonants that have held more significance for me than any word or sentence written in my entire attempted academic career. And next to them, 3 words that throw my whole world off kilter, that see me reaching for the door handle and wrenching it shut, all thoughts of dinner gone from my mind. Sebastian Hale appeal proceeds tonight. I sit at my desk, lights off, face illuminated by the white glow of my phone screen, and read someone else's report of the story I know so well, the story I have lived. I place the phone face down on the desk, snuffing out its light, and press my palms into the woodwork. The feel of my flesh rubbing against the desk's smooth surface grounds me, helps me process the report. Think. I knew there had been requests for appeals over the years, all denied by the Corte d'Assise d'Appello. A change of lawyer, probably hoping that new eyes on the case could find something that was missed. But they've all come to nothing. How did I miss this? If he is retried, if there is any possibility that he might be released, everything would change. After the initial trial, after my part was done and I could finally go home and resume the life I had worked so hard to live, I tried, I really, truly tried, to put it behind me. That was what she did, after all.